You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
Hey, shower.
What's good, buddy? How you doing, Brian?
Rubbing down.
Oh my God, Sage, I missed you, brother. I haven't seen you in a couple days, dude. Yeah, I didn't mean to turn it all the way up. I haven't seen you in a couple days, dude. Shoot. You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. What we doing tonight, chat?
What we doing tonight?
Oh, thanks for asking. So tonight, I think we're gonna play a little half sword. We'll have a little combos.
Someone in my class was playing Friday by Rebecca Black like 12 years ago.
Aren't you like 11? So that means you weren't born yet. We're gonna do some little half sword, a little chatty
11.
chat. We're gonna have a little fun together as a group.
I'm here.
Oh, W Milo. I know Milo was peed off because he missed stream yesterday.
Stop vaping.
I don't vape, bro.
I saw your ass.
You did? Was it white and pure?
I'm 87, but mentally I'm 12, so it's fine.
Honestly, bro, it's a W, bro. I'm proud of you.
Right before last stream.
Nah, that wasn't me, bro. You didn't see nothing because I wasn't vaping. You thought I was.
I maw clip that.
That was chapstick. It was chapstick, chat. He saw me put chapstick on. Do you read regularly?
Do you read regularly?
Thanks for asking, chat. I read. Sometimes.
Show me your
I read
desk.
manga. Show me my desk? And I
See
can't.
that.
I can't show you my desk because my camera is mounted. That means I have to unmount my camera. It's not as easy as it sounds or seems.
Why?
Logically, it doesn't make sense to show my desk. Theoretically, I don't even know how to. Periodically, in
Do that.
psychologically, it's impossible.
Bro, you should put "you are ding dong" in a Pringle can from the bottom and put Pringles over it and then have "you are girlfriends" take some chips from it.
That won't work because then she would dig into it and she'd
I
eat
must
my
send
dick.
it in dis.
Don't do it, Milo.
Hey buddy, how are you today?
I'm gonna ban you if you send it. If you send it, I'm gonna ban you. I'll never see you again. What's up? What's up, vlogs, man?
Do you prefer standalone books or series?
The last series I read was Fable Haven. No,
Bruh.
it was made by the same act. It was author Brandon Meal, but he had like a. I haven't read since real books since 7th grade, like a series. But I read a lot
Just
when I was
stop
younger.
vaping, bro.
I read a lot when I was
Please.
younger. I haven't read anything recently, but I do read a lot of manga. So I'll
I
read
had
One
a freaky
Piece.
barber.
Yeah, did he touch your schlong?
What would you recommend your favorite book?
I don't know any like. See,
Story
the
time.
thing is,
You chill like that.
Thank you, bro. Childhood like preteen books are actually like the best because they're simple. They have great plot and great story, and all these like
Don't
adult
let those
books.
bullies bully you.
All these adult books
Story time.
got too much stuff, bro. And they have too many big words, and they're actually not even that good.
BRB 5 minutes eating.
W Raku, bro.
Story time.
Story time, bro. Honestly, chat, I've been having a rough couple days at work, and it's been really stressful. I'm not really supposed to talk about it, but I'm actually getting done dirty at work, and it's not okay.
Tell us.
It actually gives me anxiety just even thinking about it.
Damn.
What's up, Wangan? W banana on Wangan. So basically, Tuesday at 2.
They locked me in a rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy. I was crazy once they locked me in a rubber room with rats and
W rubber rats.
back a negatees. Tell us and take it off your shoulders.
So basically, Tuesday, so I work in a salad place at the airport, okay?
Back an egg of cheese.
And on Tuesday, we're kind of at a slow point. We're usually busy. It's around 2:15, 2:30. I only know the time because I had to get into some details. And
Fat Fitch.
I'm talking to one of my coworkers, Ryan, and my coworker, Nicole, okay? Nicole has her face towards me. I have my face towards the lobby. My coworker, Ryan's right next to me over here, and we're kind of looking at each other, okay? Customer comes in. She slides her bag open, throws a couple drinks in there, grabs another water chip, closes her bag, grabs, and then comes up and orders a salad.
If you ever have the time, I would really recommend the Wings of Fire series. It may seem childish or cringy at first, but I promise you after like book 4.
I bet. I'm gonna read it. Someone clip that. Wings of Fire. Hey, W book suggestion. I'm gonna read it. So basically, Nicole's gonna make the salad, and I whispered to Nicole.
But DS Big Nuts is a W book.
I whispered to Nicole, hey,
I would donate my entire family for an egg right now. Ha 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 ha.
I whisper to Nicole and I say, hey, can you I'm gonna turn off text to speech for a bit. Can you make sure she gets rung in for those drinks she put in her bag? Because honestly, I'm gonna be real, at the airport you got luggage, okay? So you can't carry everything you have. And so I assume if you put something in your bag, you're just gonna pay for it anyways. You're at the airport. Why wouldn't you pay for it? Right, chat? And I tell Nicole, I'm like, hey, make sure she pays for those drinks in her bag just in case she forgets. Not even trying to accuse her of stealing nothing, really. Nothing crazy, to be honest. And then Nicole makes her salad, and there's no one to register because the person just walked away. And so I'm like, oh, cool, I'm going to go and register, and I'm just going to ring her up. So she gets in, I ring in her salad. Nicole says, build your own salad, no ads. Meaning there's no extra add-ons like chicken, steak, whatever. So I'm like, cool, ring in the chips. And I'm like, hey, I'm ringing in your drinks, but what are the drinks you put in your bag so I can ring them in? She said, what drinks? I said, oh, I swear I saw you put some drinks in your bag. She's like, are you accusing me of stealing? I can open my bag right now and show you everything. I'm like, it's not that serious. I'm just trying to figure out what drinks you had in your bag because I saw you put drinks in your bag. And I just want to ring you up for it just in case you forgot. Oh, you're accusing me of stealing. I'm like, it's not even that serious. At this point, I have really, really bad anxiety. I get anxiety because I'm basically confronting this lady. And I'm not even accusing her of stealing. I'm just like, bro, I just want you to pay for these drinks. All right, and then she's like, I'll show you my bag. She pulls out some stuff from like the side pouches, nothing really on the zipper part. And I'm like, it's really not that big of a deal. Let's just move on from this. I'm going to ring you up for your other stuff. We can get on. Right? So I ring her up for other stuff. It's $26. She's like, I want to speak to the manager. I'm like, okay, I am the manager. You're speaking to the manager. I saw you put drinks in your bag. I was just trying to ring you up from it. It's not that big of an issue. She starts getting really loud. I'm like, how about this? I'll ring you up for the stuff you have here. I'm just going to forget about the drinks in the bag and you can go on with your day. Cool. She rings up. She's hella mad. I have anxiety. I ring her up. I'm flustered, right? And I'm upset because this lady just did some grimy thing to me, got all loud, made a scene, and I'm thinking it's over. I give her a receipt. She goes on. So she leaves the review saying, I'll read the review to you guys. Because I don't care. I might get fired over this. Honestly, I might actually get fired over this on some crazy stuff. I'm going to read the review and I'm going to show you it so you guys don't think it's real. So you guys know it's real. This is the review. I'm about to read it. I am a business traveler that frequently visits your Seattle location. On April 15th, I visited your Seattle location and upon checkout, that cashier accused me of stealing a drink and putting it in my bag. He said he saw me. I told him he was mistaken and proceeded to empty the contents of my bag. She did not, and I got proof that she didn't. He continued to accuse me in front of a long line of customers. We had 3 people in that joint. That's not a long line. We literally had 3 people. Everyone was more upset they were waiting in line for her to finish. Okay? And then asked me why I was getting defensive. I forgot to say this, chat. When she was freaking out, I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. Why are you getting defensive? Like, it shouldn't be this big of a deal. Most people just put it in their bags because they got luggage. She does not want to see my point, right? I told him that he was accusing me of theft, and this is the order number, blah, blah, blah. I asked to speak to the manager, and he told me he was manager. I did. I was humiliated by an employee who lied and accused me of theft. Okay, cool. Bro, literally, 2 customers. I ring up the next customer. I still got anxiety. Then the next customer, she's a pilot. Bless her soul. If she ever sees this, I pray that she comes defend me. She literally says, you handled that very well. She was about to go full Karen mode on you. You de-escalated the situation, got out the store. You know, you could call the police on her and get her arrested. I'm like, nah, it's not that serious. Thank you for understanding. So I'm like, cool. It's all resolved. It's all over. She leaves that review though. Okay. She leaves that review and it goes up to my upper management. My manager calls me, what happened? Explain. I explained her situation. I explained who saw. Nicole and Ryan saw. Ryan saw her put stuff in her bag too, and Ryan's willing to vouch for me. Nicole's willing to say that she didn't empty her bag out. She wasn't doing all that, right? So I got all these witnesses. I got my story. I sent my email. I'm going to read my email that I sent out. Alright, so I said basically a little before 2:30 is me, Ryan, Nicole standing around the grain warmer. Nicole has her back turned. I'm at the door. Ryan is by the sink. We haven't been busy in 10 minutes. The lady walks in. I notice her by the drink fridge. She opens her zipper, throws a can of drink in there, and grabs a spindrift of water and a bag of chips. I tell Nicole, make sure you ask her about the drinks in her bag when she gets to register. She makes her salad. I decide it's probably better if I just ring up the order. I hop on the open register. At this point, we have 4 or 5 maybe people in the store. Someone just clocks in. I ring in her salad. I say something along the lines, oh, I missed the drink you put in your bag. What drink is this so I can ring it in? It's very common for customers to do stuff like this and forget, especially when their hands are full of luggage at the airport. She says, what drink? I say, oh, I thought there was a drink in your bag. She starts getting loud. Are you accusing me of stealing? You want me to open my bag? I say, no, it's not that serious. I just thought you were getting a drink in the bag. She proceeds to pull her phone and wallet, maybe her wallet from the side pocket, and she does not open it. At this point, she's being really loud. I say, is this a simple question? I don't know why you should be defensive over it. Let me just ring in the rest of the items to get you on the way. She says, no, you're accusing me of stealing. I want to speak to the manager. So I am the manager. I cash her out. She takes the receipt. I did not lie. I did not accuse her. She did not open her bag zipper. And I did not get aggressive with her. You guys enabled me to do my job, and I did what I was supposed to do. I could have called her bluff and called the police, but in my mind, it didn't really matter over a $4 drink. I will not make this mistake again. She made me feel terrible and she tried to gaslight me. I don't think this is fair at all. We even had a pilot cut customers down, say I handled it very well, and usually when people act like this, they're guilty. I didn't get her information. I wish I did. Bro, swear this happens. So today, it's already blown over, you know. I'm already done with this. I forget this even happened. Then today, my manager comes in and she says, hey, I need to talk to you. I'm like, cool. Is it bad? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, you're joking. This ain't bad. She pulls me all the way away to the side. She says, hey, I just want to let you know that you're going to be getting written up and you're going to be getting your final warning. And that if anything else happens, you will be terminated. I said, for what? I didn't do anything wrong. Chat, did I do anything wrong? Did I do anything wrong? I'm sneaky, and I do a little research myself. I look her up. Guess what? She's a sister of a comedian who's kind of like an actor, and she owns a professional fashion brand, and she doesn't own it, but she works for a fashion company. So the company is upset because it got to our CFO's desk, and he's upset about it because she's famous in his eyes and that he doesn't want to have a bad rep on it. So they're going to give me a final warning, and if anything happens at all, any write-ups, I'm going to get fired for my job. For doing my job. Literally my job. Literally just doing my job. Literally doing my job. Do you want me to show you what she looks like? Fuck it. I'm airing it out. I honestly don't care because I'm probably going to get fired come Monday because that's when we're having our meeting about it. Alright, chat. Can you guys see the photo? Can you guys see the photo? This is her right here. Swear on my ever living life. Swear on my ever living life, this is her right here. Swear on my ever living life. I might be wrong and this might not be her, but it checks out. She's a traveler. She travels a lot. She comes to our SeaTac location. She has to travel for a job. Swear this is her. This is Artie Lang. He is like a comedian. I might be wrong. This might be her, but I looked up her name from her order, and this is the person that popped up, and I recognized the face right away. What's up, mister? Yeah. Swear. And I'm not even capping, bro. I wish I was making this up, and I wish this didn't happen to me. You know? I wish none of this happened. And I don't think this is fair. But this is dead for real her, and I'm not even lying. And I might be just imagining it might not actually be her, but this is literally what she looked like. Like verbatim. And you know, I could be just like being like profiling her as a just a random white lady because a lot of white ladies look like. But imagine this is her. TTS coming back on. I want to get you guys' input. I have a meeting on a meeting on Monday with my area manager because I told my manager like I want to hear.
You are actually dumb.
I want to hear why I'm getting written up and why I'm getting a final warning because I need to hear their point of view. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm not even gonna argue it. I'm not going to argue it because
she
it's stupid.
crashes out everywhere I see her.
I wish you were telling the truth. I wish you were telling the truth.
WSP.
What's poppin', Jared? I wish you were telling the truth, but you can't. I can't prove that. Maybe
I think I've seen her a good 2 times.
She literally stole and then crashed out, and then I'm getting in trouble.
That's not much though.
I'm literally getting in trouble. My job's on the line, and like even if like I just get a slap on the shoulder and I get a write up, I didn't do anything wrong. And they're talking about we need coaching correction and all of this because it went to our CFO's door. I mean, to his desk, and he had to deal with it. But it's kind of crazy.
Same, I have seen her.
Bro, there's no way you guys seen her. You guys are capping right now. But this is like crazy. Like I'm
not capping.
Like this is my life. Like we're talking about, dog. Like obviously I want to be a streamer, but I still got some work to do and I still got progress to make.
She acts cool wherever she goes.
You guys do not know her.
No, on my life.
Bro, you guys aren't even from around here. But I have a feeling that she blew this out of proportion because her name's on the line for one. And she has a god complex or an ego. And so she's trying to get me fired because she wants to see my life ruined.
I'm legit the closest person in stream to shower.
Goon, you're close second. But like
I'm like 2 hours away from him.
Oh, closest? No, Joe lives in Wash. But like I'm really being for real, like I don't think I did anything wrong. Okay, yes, perspective, every situation can be handled correctly, but I wasn't trying to attack her, agonize her, or like, you know, treat her any type of way. I'm just curious.
Here's my address.
About the drinks in the bag.
Nah, bro, you're good man.
But my job's on the line, which is sickening. And if it blows up even more, I'll lose my job.
2119 124th.
I lose my job, you feel me, chat? And I need this job to be able to continue what I'm doing. Like, I'm talking bills paid, debt paid. I'm talking money for my girl, money for myself, money to eat, place to sleep, warmth, car, insurance. We're talking all this stuff.
Don't do that.
It's not my choice. It's up to the company. The company has to make a decision. I'm just going to go into the meeting and I'm really going to sit there and be like, okay, I really want to...
I'm talking to Sage.
I really want to hear points of view. Like, I really want to understand where you guys are coming from and why I'm getting in so much trouble for
Bro,
me
it's
doing my
not even
job.
address.
For me doing my job. I want to really understand what I did. What do you guys think I did wrong? Like, for real.
Absolutely nothing.
Like, absolutely is just crazy. It's insane to me.
Over $4 is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. The crazy thing is her bill was 26
Not
bucks.
a damn thing.
So, like, in my head, while I'm ringing
Man,
up the
I
order,
wish you blow up soon so you can on M.
like, this company has done me wrong so many times. Like, I don't like to talk about it, but this company has done me wrong so many times. And at this point, I am a super begrudged employee. Like, begrudged, bro. Like, begrudged. I am begrudged, man. Dude, they have done me so wrong so many times. To the point where, like, and I've done so much for them and made them so many millions of dollars. Like, millions of dollars. I'm not even joking, chat. Millions of dollars. If not for me, they would not have made millions of dollars. Like, yeah, it's a little bit of my ego.
Loading Viagra semen and donut. You have made the millions.
Yes, because I am a good at what I do. I am good at what I do. I am good at what I do. I manage my crew. I hire. I keep product in the store. I make sure
How
we
many
open.
stores?
I've worked at several stores for them too. When we closed down, I had to drive an hour to work every day and back for 3 months. I even helped out other stores that needed help.
Bro.
You guys might not think it's a lot, but good leaders in
That is so dumb.
good leaders in a
Loading Viagra
business.
semen and donut.
There's not a lot of good leaders. I went through 4 managers since I started, and I'm 100% positive better than every single one of them. Like, you guys might not know, but like, having one extra person on shift or having the correct staffing,
Yeah, well, your shower
makes some money. Like, I'm so good at my job that if I had money, I would open up my own business
IRL.
and I would do it better than them. But I'm going to tell you another thing, what they did me dirty. I'm going to tell you how they did me dirty. All right. So, when I first started, I signed a contract. I'm just going to say contract. It's not really a contract. It's just a piece of paper.
Start a business.
And basically, the piece of paper said, hey, you make this much money for 45 hours a week. You have to work 45 hours a week. All right, I talked to my manager at the time. I said, hey, you guys need help. Let me work 50. So anything over 40, you get 10 hours you get 10 hours of overtime. I worked 50 for 4 months straight while the manager was out, and I did all this work to keep the store up. In the summer, we get a CFO, and he decides no one in the company can work over 40. Not a single person, not a manager, not a soul. And then they gave us a little pay bump because they said, we feel bad that you guys are going to be losing money. So here's a pay bump. Just equal it out.
Wait, what is a CFO?
Chief Financial Officer. He's not even CFO. He's like COO, like Chief Executive Officer.
Oh.
All right. So he decides no one in the company can work 40. I'm gonna make sure you guys get the same amount of money. Well, guess what? On average, in a company where we had about 30 managers, I was the only manager working over 40.
I play Schedule 1, but IRL.
I understand, Joe. I'm the only manager that works over 40. Okay? So they give these pay raises to all these managers who weren't even working over 40.
Shower turn off TTS.
And I was working 50. I was working 50 and I was making bread. I'm talking $2,400, $2,500 paychecks. Okay? I am upset because, hey, they're not giving me enough money on the 40. I'm not making that much. I lost about $400 a check when he made this change. I made my complaints. I said, this is not cool. Like, I've been working hard and I deserve this pay. They said, tough luck. We're cutting costs as a company and this is one of the big costs. Tough luck. Kick rocks, bud. I'm like, cool, whatever. I move on. Okay. I talked to a couple of my bosses, and I'm like, hey, they're like, don't make a don't make a big deal about this. We're gonna give you a raise once a year hits, and once everything's cooled down, we'll make sure you get what you deserve, which would be around $34 an hour. Something happens where an employee calls me racist because I had a discipline and I did my job correctly, and they don't give me the raise that they promised me. They give me 25 cents. So I waited a whole year for them to just give me 25-cent raise. I needed $2 more of a raise. They gave me a 25-cent raise. The other system managers in the store, they give one $1 and another one $1.75. They give me 25 cents. I straight up was like, I refuse this. I'll just work 32 because obviously you guys don't value me. Right? Cools off. I sign it, whatever. I'm just like, cool, whatever. A month goes down, a couple months go down the line. I catch a motherfucker stealing money straight from the register. I report it. Is the other system manager that made $1.75. I report it. I tell him all the facts. I tell him that my manager is biased, the same manager I have now, because she was messing with him and she wasn't trying to do what was right and get him in trouble because she liked him. So whatever, he gets fired because of me. Everyone in the store hates me. I work for Evergreens. It's in Seattle, salad place. They do me absolutely wrong. Okay, I get this guy fired, and then they give me, at the beginning of this year, they give me a 50-cent raise. Now I'm up to $33. Okay, I make $33 an hour. I make a shoot ton of money, but it's still not what I needed. I'm still making less money than I was making before. And then now this is happening. Now this is happening. Now they're threatening me with my job. What's good, Bizarre? They're threatening me with my job for me doing literally my job. They're saying I escalated the situation and made it worse. I should have just let her walk out with it. I shouldn't have confronted her. I'm like, I wasn't even confronting her. This is why when I went on a meeting, I'm just going to listen. Because I didn't even confront her. So many customers, bro, at the airport, they put drinks in their bag because they don't have enough room in their hands. They got a bag and a luggage. And so they can't hold their drink in their hands. They're already hands full. It's a common thing. Every other customer does it. Some people don't have luggage. Some people have all their luggage and they have to hold stuff in their hands. It's so common. You usually just be like, hey, I see that drink over there. What is it? So I can bring it in. Cool, whatever. Or, hey, I seen you put a drink in your bag. Cool, what is it? So I can bring it in. Cool, whatever. But no, this lady, you're accusing me of stealing? Nah. Crazy, bro. And now they're threatening me with a termination? They're threatening me with a final warning? If anything happens again, I'm fired? This is grounds for termination? Crazy. After all I do for the company? I work 40 hours a week in a job I don't like, and I only do it because I want to have money so I can actually stream to you guys. And then they're telling me that my job is gone like that just because a customer lied. And they're going to believe a customer over their employee. A customer out of thousands, hundreds of thousands, they're going to believe that one customer that has zero impact to sales. And they're going to say that I'm the problem, that I need to go when I made the company millions of dollars. Crazy work, bro. Crazy work, bro. I get done so shitty. It is Evergreens. I already said it is. I got the lady's email too. I got the lady's email chat. So if I get fired, best believe I'm dropping this whole video that I already posted. I'm dropping this video on YouTube. What's PH? I can do that right now. Sign her up on Pornhub. That's hella funny. I know the closet is open. You know what I should do? I should send her email to scammers. I can't retaliate though until I get fired. But I don't want to retaliate. I don't want to, but they did me so wrong. I'm not even gonna lie. They're threatening me with termination. I don't think I can get sued. Dude, honestly, bro, I think if they fired me, I can sue, and I have just reasons to sue because I didn't do anything wrong. Because they're firing me for something. They're firing me from word of mouth. We don't even have cameras in the store. I can't sue while I work there, though. That's the problem. It's a conflict of interest. But once they fire me, I can sue. I can get rid of. I can get millions. I think I can get millions for all they've done to me. To be honest, and I have so much documentation, I can get millions. I'm almost tempted just to go talk to a lawyer and just to risk it. I'm so tempted just to get all the information to a lawyer now, just to risk it, just in case I do get fired. And then when I do, I have a lawsuit. Or maybe the lawyer even tells me, quit. Sue, you'll make so much money. I think I have enough. Do you guys think I have enough for wrongful termination? And the thing is, these write-ups they're giving me don't even hold up in the court of law. They're not real. They're just a piece of paper, bro. These aren't like documents. I don't even know the witness. I had to wait for her to come back in to ask her. I wish I had asked her to leave a review right then. I didn't know this lady was going to be crazy and leave a review. I was thinking, she gone, story's over, is done. No, but this lady wanted to bring it up and write a review, and now my whole company's flipping out about it and making me look bad. The problem is, chat, no matter what, I'm always going to have this hanging over my back. They're always going to look down on me because of it. They're always going to treat me different because of it. They're going to retaliate because of it. That's what they're doing, which is illegal. But this is something that's always going to be planted on my back. He treats customers bad. He's not a good employee. When in reality is, I'm a great employee and I do so much for the company. No, it's all this because she's crazy. That's what it really is. It's crazy. The job core is not like, honestly, chat, if I could really break it down to you what jobs really are, you guys would be amazed. What do you guys think the purpose of owning a business is? What do you think the purpose of owning a business is? Quick answers. Money. Great. That's the answer I was looking for. Fat stacks. Money. Nope. A business's purpose is to supply people with jobs. You need to make enough money to keep the business going and to pay everyone's bills. But that's all you really make. No matter what businesses is or whatever service you apply, unless it's something unique, you're not actually making money off of said business. But what you're doing is you're making a business that's worth evaluated as money. You guys get it? When I look at our books at work, I don't really look at the books. When I look at the money, we don't make that much money profit. Our profit margin is very small. The profit margin is not even 1/10 or 2/10 of the money we actually we process and bring in and buy more product with. And our company hasn't made money ever. We haven't profited ever. If we profit $1, the company is successful. Because then everyone gets paid and we don't have to take loans out and people can keep their jobs. And then it looks good because you have a company that can make money. Even if it's just $1. There's very few companies that actually profit. That means you don't have to take loans for this, loans for that. All the money goes back into the company. You don't sit on a company and then collect dividends from the company or collect money from the company every month because you own it. So for example, now we say we got a business, it's making $1. They evaluate it at $3 million. So now you, as the owner of the business, you're now worth $300 million. You're now worth $3 million. You don't actually have $3 million, but your assets are $3 million. And now you could sell the company to someone else and you make $3 million. That's the only way to make money off a business or off anything like that, is you literally sell it and you get money from it. And that money goes into your bank account because you got 100% ownership. Businesses aren't there to get profit off of. It's the selling of the business that makes you the bread. So I could open up a business and I wouldn't make any profit. But if I get the business to have stability, to be open long enough, I can sell it to someone else who's interested and I can make a couple $1,000,000 straight like that. I don't have 401k. My job don't even have 401k. We barely even get vacation pay. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, businesses are literally there just to give people jobs, and their goal is to break even. And this goes for any business. So, for example, you brought up a great thing. You said mechanics get paid a lot. Mechanics get paid from their labor services. They charge the person what they believe they should make. So it's not the same as a fast service. We don't charge people by what we think we should make. We charge people by our margins. We charge how much does it cost and how much money is fair and how much will we all break even. Mechanics, they kind of do the same thing. But they charge their wages based off of their labor. See, what a lot of business owners do is they pay themselves with a salary, but they only do that with money that they earn. But the smart business owners take the minimum salary and put more money back into business to make it bigger so they can sell it for more. I could sue for emotional distress. I really could. It's actually crazy. I didn't realize this. I was thinking like, dude, I'll open up a business, I make millions of dollars. Nope, it's not how it works. You can make a salary of 70 a year doing jack nothing. But then it gets into legal things. If you're not actually working and you pay yourself, you're breaking laws. It's crazy. I should. This actually stresses me out. And honestly, I'm surprised the company didn't back me. In my head, I'm like, the company's going to protect me. That's what they're there for. One customer out of 100,000, and now they got a begrudged employee because they wanted to side with a customer and take their input instead of taking the person that they hired and promoted to do what they want them to do. So they should trust me to do my job correctly because that's what they pay me to do. It's crazy. Just because the person was a little bit famous, my job is on the line because they want to save their butt because they feel like bad publicity is bad publicity and it's going to make the business harder to run. But do they not realize that these begrudged employees can make that same video on TikTok and that video can go for millions and millions of views because people relate to it? Right? Mechanics are hard though. If you're a good mechanic though, you can get paid bank. The customer is not always right. They lied to you. The reason why they say the customer is always right is because the business always needs to be profitable. If one person cancels that business, you can lose millions of dollars because people refuse to go there. Just having a bad stigmatism towards a business makes it so you don't want to go there. For example, if I told you that that someone died because they ate a McChicken, every time you see McDonald's, you're going to think, damn, someone died because they ate a McChicken. I don't want to eat that. I'm not going to risk my life. The same thing that you think vapes are bad, Mason, because you heard that it gives you cancer. So you know vapes are bad. Because someone told you that vapes are bad. You didn't get cancer yourself, but you heard other people did. So your vapes are bad. Right? It's all about the input that they're trying to protect their image. But in reality is I don't think they realize that me making a scene will actually ruin their image more than one customer. One customer saying, I hate this business. They accuse me of stealing. I will never come back. Cool. No one really gives a fuck. We can't really prove you didn't steal. Well, I'm not going to just take your word. But if I say this business does not treat their employees good, they do shady stuff, they don't defend their employees, trust me, everyone that relates and works food business is going to be like, damn, I'm not going there anymore. They don't treat their employees good. All because they want to protect their butt because someone was a little bit famous. Not even tier A, B, or C. Yeah, just a D level employee. Just a D level person who holds a little bit of weight in the world because they're related to someone famous. Because they got a little following. And they want to protect their butt from someone with 100K following. Well, guess what? When I get 100K, I'm going to burn this company to the ground. Best believe when I blow up, I'm going to buy this company. I'm going to fire everyone. Like real talk. I'm going to buy this company and sell it. I'm going to sell it so hard. I'm just going to buy the company and I'm going to laugh in their face. Well, I had enough money to buy it. What were you guys doing wrong? You guys obviously didn't make no money. Look at me. I chased my dreams and I made money. But God told me to not hold spite towards others and not seek revenge. So I'm not going to do none of that, even though I really want to. Even if I get fired, I'm not gonna do nothing crazy. I might drop a little video. But you know how nice it would feel just to rub it in their face, just to be like, look, you guys are terrible at your job. Take it as motivation. No, I am taking it as motivation. It helps me realize I can't be comfortable in my job whatsoever. My job is on thin ice. I can't have this as a fallback option. There is no fallback option. This is literally my only option. This is my one chance, chat. And you guys are making my dream come true. Slowly but surely. But you guys are making my dream come true. I'm not hitting the Elon Musk, you dummy. Because like I said, I'm going to run my streaming business like a company. I'm going to run it like a business. You guys are getting paid. You guys think I'm joking. I'm paying you guys. Make a song? What? I was slinging them salads. They did me shitty. Bro, that song would be so weak, bro. Bro, that song would be so weak if I made a diss track on them. Jeez, that would be the corniest thing ever. Honestly, I'll probably get hate for making a diss track. It's so crazy, bro. It's so crazy, bro. How people just can get away with the craziest stuff. See, Joe, that's why it's not fair. So it's never fair in a business. Everything's corrupt. If you know someone, it's actually, I think, the shittiest of all facts. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate it. Make that banger. Shittiest of all facts. You're more likely to get in a position of high authority just from knowing someone. Just for your connections with someone else, you have a better chance to get in a position than someone that's more qualified from you just because they know them. Isn't that crazy? I could hire Mizu to do a job he's not qualified for, even though Tim on the street is the most qualified person to ever do that job just because I know Mizu. Isn't that insane? Isn't it crazy how the world works? Some people might be like, well, that makes sense. You know him. You can trust him. Trust goes a long way. Well, I could have took a risk, and I could have been a billionaire because if I just trusted this one dude, he would have made my business perfect. I didn't even take a risk on that person because I knew Mizu, and I knew Mizu needed a job, right? Crazy world. Crazy world. Just because you got connections. And you're only valued from what you have done. Man, it's crazy. Crazy, bro. So crazy, bro. All right, story time number 2. What stories do you guys want to hear? That's pretty much it. I told you my whole begrudged employee story. It feels good to tell you guys, but I know there's not much we can do. All we can do is wait. It sucks. Freaking stinks. And obviously, it's biased on my part. The company's going to have whatever they want to say, and they can have their own justification just as much as mine. They could be even angrier. But in reality is, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to, I might make it seem more. But that's actually crazy, bro. Your dad got finesse, bro. We don't have cameras in the store, but the airport has cameras. But I haven't tried yet, but I could try to get access to those cameras to try to get the video. But the airport is very strict on their cameras because it's federally compliant, so they're not gonna be able to even show me. Like, I could really just hate on this lady for the rest of my life, but I'm not gonna do that. This is probably gonna be the last time I talk about it. I'm probably not even gonna try to defend myself when I get my write up. I just really want to hear why. I just want to know why they're doing it. I want them to admit it's because she's semi-famous and that they're scared. That's what I want them to admit. I don't even care if they admit it. I just want to hear. I really want to know why. I'm literally just going to be like, okay, I'll sign this, but you need to tell me why you're writing me up for this. Well, you didn't want to follow. No, because I know I was, and I was doing what was right, and I de-escalated the situation. You could believe me or not. Why are you giving me this write-up then? Bro, Joe's going to be gone. I mean, what else should I ask them? Should I try to defend my case? God, they already made their mind up. There's no good in get backs. There's no one changed your mind. They already made their mind up. Crazy. It's crazy. Proven until it be proven. Hey, what's up, chill? Guilty until proven innocent. That's literally how it is. You're guilty until you're proven innocent. They don't even let you prove your innocence. You're just guilty. Immigration ain't gonna take you. You're fine, Joe. You can just say you know me, bro. I got you. It's actually crazy. This world we live in is insane. If people were just good people, like not even great people, just good people, kind-hearted, do you know how great this world would be? You guys even understand how great this world would be if everyone was just a decent person? I'm not even talking good or great. If everyone was just honest, decent, kind, you know easy this, you know how great this world would be? Torches would be everywhere. I think people would be skinny and healthy. There would be thick bitches. They're $12 now. It's crazy. My dad has chickens. Fun fact. Do you guys want me to tell you a sad story? You guys want me to tell you a sad story? 120, you're lying. I'm gonna tell you a decently sad story. So, my dad, I live in not the suburbs. I live in the city. I'll have a good one after. I live in the city, so house to house, there's not big yards. It's just an average living, right? House. There's not big yards. There's not a lot of lots. This is streets. It's an average city. Imagine an average city with house next to house. Not even the suburbs. Not nice. A little ghetto. Imagine a little bit ghetto. Old houses, 100 years old. Right? So in Tacoma, you're allowed to get chickens if you have enough room in your yard and your chickens are a certain amount of distance from certain houses. All right, cool. You guys understand that? My dad got chickens. I helped him build a coop. I put so much energy into it. We built the coop. We get the chickens from my uncle. He put the chickens in there. And I become so attached to them. I'm just amazed that we have chickens. Chickens are like, honestly, dumb cats, bro. They're actually chill. Chickens are honestly the most chill pet. I used to go outside and watch them and talk to them for hours. I mean hours, bro. I was a crazy 14-year-old. I was just talking to chickens. My neighbors probably thought it was insane. I'll go find the nice long pieces of grass with little seeds on top and feed it to them through the vents. I used to love them, bro. So we had some Rhode Island roosters, Rhode Island Reds. So they're the brown chickens, and we had one white chicken we got from my uncle that laid white eggs, but it was old, so it barely laid any white eggs. And I love that chicken to death. That was my favorite chicken. It was different. It was the coolest chicken. It laid white eggs. It was cool. It wasn't laying no brown or blue eggs like the other ones. It was just a odd chicken out. My little sister at the time felt the same way as me. She loved that chicken. I don't even remember what I named him, but I named him something. I was calling it by the name. I was talking to him for hours. I was having a great time. And I remember I was out there with my dad. I told my dad chicken name. And my little sister, she says, Carly, that's Carly. I'm naming it Carly. I was so mad. I said, no, his name's this. I don't even remember what the name was. R.I.P. Carly, I guess. My dad told me, nope, chicken's name is Carly. I know I need to post shorts. Chicken's name is Carly. Nothing you can do about it. Well, I'm going to call it by this anyways. No, it's Charlie. My dad was being a dickhead. So sad. I was like, that's my chicken. And a couple weeks later, that same chicken died, and I was so sad, bro. I was so sad. I spent all day talking to that chicken. Every day after school, I'd feed it, talk to it. You know, it was actually one of my friends, honestly. It's crazy to think a chicken being a friend. Chickens are chill, bro. They might poop on themselves, but they're chill. I used to hold the chicken, pet the chicken, chase the chicken. Like, that was my homie, for real. She was a dog, bro. She was so cool. Such a cool chicken, bro. Carly, R.I.P. Carly. But it was kind of sad, bro. I remember when she died. I hope my dad buried her. It was sad. I'm actually almost tearing up over a chicken. Goddamn chicken. Chickens, they live about 3-4 years, maybe. I think. Carly, like iCarly, because my sister at the time was watching a lot of iCarly, so I wanted to name her Carly with a C. Carly. I was so pissed, bro. That was my chicken. And my dad said, well, she can have this one. You can have another one. I'm like, no, that's the one I want. It sounded as me telling a story. Am I good at telling stories? I feel like I'm just talking about real life, though. Like, it's nothing crazy. I'm not making stuff up. This is real. Wangan wants a good story. I'm gonna tell you guys a story about when I motivated myself. I'm gonna tell you guys a story about when I motivated myself. Like, for real. I don't know. You guys might have like happy moments where you feel the happiest. The happiest moments for me, I don't know if you guys relate, are moments where I overcome something and I do something I didn't think I could do. Okay? Those are the greatest moments in my life that I can think back on, are the moments when I beat the odds. Right? It's not the first kiss. It's not the I fell in love. It's not the beach sunset. It's not the, like, those happy moments are cool and you remember them. But the real moments that really made me feel joy, you know, like joy, like real life, like satisfaction, like a warmth in your chest, and you just feel happy. Screaming from every fiber of your being, you just feel joy. Joy is one of the most beautiful words ever. And it's one of the most beautiful feelings ever. W's in chat if you ever had a moment of joy. Alright, Sags is literally the anti. Do you guys have moments of joy when you do something great? Or do you have moments of joy when like what gives you joy? What was your moments of joy, chat? And I'll tell you one of mine. You said maybe? Oh my god, you guys just remember he said fire. I need to tell you guys a stupid story. Bro, I was so dumb. I love campfires. I love going camping with my dad. I loved it. I remember downstairs in the basement, we had a concrete floor, okay, chat. W Jared. We had a concrete floor and I decided that I want to make a little campfire in that bitch inside the house. Bro, you're such a liar. Bro, inside we have a whole bunch of matchbooks. We have like a fat stack of matchbooks with like 30 matchbooks on that. And I remember I'll take the matches, stack them up like a little fire, and light one, and then light it and watch it burn on the concrete floor. Sunset in Hawaii. The hit was magical. I'm about to put you on what brings me joy after this story. And I remember the fire alarm goes off in the house, and I kick it to the side next to a box, and the box catches on fire. And I'm telling the parent, I don't know what happened. I don't know why I'm smoking. And I go downstairs, that box is on fire, and I have to put it out. I'm so dumb. I'm actually dumb for that. I was actually making little campfires with matchsticks in my basement. Somehow it didn't burn the house down. It wasn't a lot of cardboard, but the cardboard box definitely caught on fire. Alright, so my moments of joy are moments where I do something, where I overcame something, and I look back and I have pride in myself, or in the moment I'm proud of myself for overcoming something and gaining some confidence. I feel joy inside. So when I played football, my freshman year, I was undersized, I was small, didn't get any play time, didn't even didn't even get no love. I just remember when my coach was talking to us, and I just want to get recognized. And he recognizes this kid. He said, "You know what? This kid, Paul, over here, I'm going to recognize him in front of everybody." I don't know if that's what he said. But Paul, he is a dog. He's so small and he tries hard every play and he cheers loud and he has heart. He has heart. In my head, I'm like, I try hard. I cheer loud. So I took that. I want to have heart. I want to really love what I'm doing. So I remember we're at practice and we're practicing, and I'm just not as good as everybody else because I haven't played football for as long. And one of the seniors on the team, his name was Keon. He said, "Why are you even here? You're ass. No one likes you. Quit." Out of nowhere, I didn't even do anything to piss him off. He just really was curious, like, why you keep coming to practice? I'm talking about American football. He said, "Why are you even here?" That hurt my being. It made me quit. Like that hurt. Cause I've been trying hard every practice. I've been trying to have heart. I've been trying to cheer loud. I've been trying very hard and trying in every drill. And he told me, "Why are you even here, bro?" And it's someone I looked up to. Why are you even here? Why don't you just quit? Leave. You suck. Dude, that hurt my soul. So season goes on, I stick through it, and my feelings are hurt, of course. Hey, do it, Jared. I'm gonna tell you the time that I asked someone to a dance and they said no. All right, Joe. See ya. I didn't tell him anything. I was shocked. Like I didn't do nothing to him to piss him off. Like sometimes you do something to piss someone off. And from my memory, I don't remember doing anything to piss someone off. And I didn't think that was granted. I think he actually was actually concerned for me. And he was like, "Dude, you keep getting hurt and like not hurt, like you keep getting hit hard, man. You keep getting hit hard, dog. And like, why are you here, dude? Like you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're not playing right." I think it was one of those moments, but I don't really know why he said it, to be honest. I don't even remember. He might have been jealous of me. Who fucking knows? But either way, I started listening to motivational speech because I was afraid of contact. I was afraid to hit someone. It hurts so bad when you hit someone, tackle someone. It always hurt. So He was not trying to be nice about it. He's being genuine though. That's for sure. He wasn't lying. He wasn't trying to be a dickhead. He was just being genuine. Like, why are you here? You suck, bro. But it actually motivated me so much. W Keon for that. I would listen to motivational speeches on YouTube right before practice, every practice, because I was just down, bro. And I needed to be hyped up because I knew I needed to try harder and I want to be motivated. So I listened to these motivational speeches, and they're always great speeches like, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Yeah, tell me, Wangan. You can do it. You're great. God put you on this earth to be great. Hey, W Wangan in chat. Thank you for sharing that, Wangan. Are you still fighting, Wangan? Like dead ass Wangan? Hey, W Wangan, bro. Hey, honestly, bro, that's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful. Do you know how hard it is to be told that you got something that you can die from and then you will beat it? Bro, that's tough, bro. That's actually tough. You're like your willpower is so insane. Like, I don't think you understand how tough that is. I'm telling you about these little minor issues, but you actually went through some real stuff that was life affecting, affected everyone around you, and you beat it. That's so tough. Hey, W Wangan. I'm gonna remember that, Wangan. Best believe I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna use it as motivation. When people go through hard shit, that shit motivating. Um, I think you're just mentally ill, Sags. I think you're mentally ill. You got the Sags disease. I think you lost a nut, honestly. You're one nut Sags. You don't need to tell me. I already know. I already seen your medical record. You were in that blue room. You don't got mental sickness. I'll get into that. Nobody has mental illness. You can hear me out. You cannot. Hey, Raku, do you see the... Never mind. All right. So basically, I'm watching these videos, and I remember one day in practice, we had a senior who was a running back, and he was a big dude. I'm talking Eddie Lacy big. I'm talking NFL running back. I was just hyped up, and I remember I just tackled him so clean, knocked him on his butt, and the whole team cheered for me. That was one of the great moments because I put myself and I tried hard. And I got over my fear of tackling, and I tackled him, and that hurt. I was dizzy after that tackle, but I tackled him. I cleaned him. I cleaned him, and I was so much smaller than him. The whole team cheering on me, everyone making fun of him for getting tackled by me. I remember I just cleaned him up, hit him from the side while he was running like this, and I hit him like this, and he just flew. I just put my body right in front of him, and he just flew. He just ran through our scout team. I wasn't even supposed to be in on that play. I asked to get in, and I just ate him up. And from then, I was known as a hitter. It's actually hilarious. Everyone called me a hitter. After that, one guy, Keon, basically said, "Why are you even here?" Now I'm the hitter on the team. And I don't even really tackle for real. Chat, I'm scared to tackle. But I was called a hitter. Tackling hurts, bro. I was a small guy, so I'd have oversized pads or in like the loosest helmet. I have so many concussions. But that was a moment when I look back at it where I really felt joy because I overcame a fear and I did something that was very hard and I got recognition for it. I felt joy. I tackled him so hard. It was clean too. I put him on his butt. He didn't even get up for a little bit. And I just ran at him full speed, didn't even look down, just hit him. Hit him with a great form. And I was like 120 pounds at the time, and he was like 240. Big boy. Cracked him. He's probably 180. Cracked him. Nah, 190. Cracked him. I felt so much joy. And that from there elevated me to give me confidence. And because of that, my coach started me on one of the C team games. C team chat is when you are on the freshman squad or you on the worst squad. My school was a little bit smaller, so we didn't even have a lot of C team games. Have you guys ever heard of Stadium High School in Tacoma? All right. Stadium High School is one of the coolest schools in the United States. No cap. One of the cool. It's a castle, dog. It's a castle, dog. W fat boy. It's a castle. Their football field is over the water and they have a dome that you have to walk down flights of stairs. It's a castle, dog. It's one of the coolest schools I've ever seen. It's literally a castle. I don't know, maybe I can get some better photos. It's such a cool vibe. So this is the football field. Imagine this football field. I'm playing on it. We got lights. See these lights up here? They're shining down on the field. You can see the Puget Sound. Cool school, bro. You can see the Puget Sound as you're playing football, bro. It's one of the coolest places to play football ever. It's so cool. And it's built out of an old castle. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, this is literally a castle. It's a school that's built inside a castle. They actually shot a movie here too. Fun facts. So you guys get it. I played my game there. I had like 6 or 7 tackles, and it just boosted my confidence from there. And I just felt straight pure joy because I was trying so hard to be good, so hard to be recognized. And I finally had a good I did good, and I was confident since then. From there, it skyrocketed. I thought I was the best. Sophomore year, I played varsity. Junior and senior year started. Just because I boosted my confidence up and worked hard and became confident enough to be great. And now I look back at it, that was one of my most prideful and beautiful moments of my life because I didn't give up even when other people are telling me, why are you even here? So take this, chat. If someone ever tells you, why are you even here? Why are you even trying? If you dive deep enough and grind hard enough, no one can tell you. You'll prove everybody wrong. Yeah, they call it the Harry Potter school. It's funny. You'll prove every single person wrong. Just don't ever give up and just believe that you could do it. Motivate yourself. Be confident. And just do it. Just do it, man. I'm not even joking. I'm not even Nike sponsored, bro. You just gotta grind. And it was actually like playing football. Hey, I appreciate you, Wangan. Love you, bro. Playing football, when I stopped playing football, it actually changed my whole personality. Because that was my personality. I put all my time and sweat and tears into that. Every day after school, I'd go to the gym just to go home by 8 o'clock, just to wake up in the morning to go to the gym, go to school, and then go back to the gym. Or do whatever other sport I was playing at the time. And constantly think about how I can get better at football, how I can be stronger. Everything about me was about football. I played soccer in middle school. Everything about me was about football. It's not even crazy. And then when I turned 18, I wasn't good enough to go to college. I kind of killed my hopes and dreams. It was just good enough for me to start. But I look back at it now, and it really just showed my determination, how I'm not willing to give up on anything. The only way you fail is if you give up. I'm gonna be real with you. You can lose a couple times, but once you give up, you fail. But if you never give up, you're never gonna fail. You might lose a lot, but if you get one W, if you get one victory, I played wing. If you get one victory, bro, you just get one little W, bro. Whoo! all those L's don't even matter. All those L's are nothing. Bro, like, I want you guys, you're a striker, W. I want you guys to actually chase your dreams and actually stick with it and never give up on it. Don't give up on it like how I give up on football. But I took it as a learning lesson. Life is always built of lessons. You just have to take the lessons and hold it. But don't ever give up. If you guys have a dream, do it. And do everything you can. W, Joe. If you don't know what you want in life, that's okay too. I was the right wing. Yeah, I was on the right side of things. Goalkeeper, W Raku. I didn't play though because I find people who play soccer snobby, especially when they're good. If you don't play soccer, at least when you're younger, and you're not gonna be competitive just because they have so much more skill over you. Like, they were playing all since they were 5 years old. I started playing when I was 12. They had so much more skill than me. But it's all good though. That's why I didn't play in high school, and also because it was the same season as football, so I can't really do that. W Joe. But you guys need to chase your dreams. It's sports. All right, back to this. Bro said I'm depressed and I have ADHD. All right, so there's a thing in your brain. Your brain has wires. Think of it as wires that all connect around. They create you. Now, let's say that you have something called a chemical imbalance in your head that makes it so you don't feel the same way that other people feel stuff. Well, I think that's true, but it doesn't mean you can't feel a certain way by doing certain things. Everybody knows what right from wrong is, no matter what. No matter who you are, you know what's right and you know what's wrong. Like, obviously, some people do have brain problems. They can't speak or they can't think properly, right? But I'm talking about normal people who have depression, ADHD, bipolar, all this. Your person, like who you are, your conscious is built up by the thoughts that you think. If you think negative, you're going to think negative. You're going to be negative. If you think positive, you're going to be positive. If you constantly tell yourself you can't do it, you're not going to do it. That's how it works. The way you think literally codes your brain. So if you keep telling yourself that you're shit, if you keep telling yourself you can't do it, if you keep telling yourself you're fat, if you keep telling you, like, putting yourself down, guess what? You're going to be sad. I know you guys might be like, well, duh. But I'm being for real. You'll get depressed. Your body goes into self-defense mode. What's up, Justin? Your body for real goes into self-defense mode. I'm not even joking. So it has these things to help you survive because that's your purpose, is to live, right? So when you keep telling yourself that you're shit, your body's going to go in survival mode to try to keep you alive. So you get depressed. I know it might be seen simple, but depression causes. No. Oh, yes. But that's when it gets so severe. That's when you start thinking certain things. If you think something enough, you'll believe it. Thank you, Justin. So you don't cure it, you manage it, and you find things that help you. A lot of it could be diet. Surprising or not, like, a lot of your emotions could be diet. If you don't have enough vitamin D, you're not going to have enough serotonin in your brain. But you need to find out what makes you happy or create serotonin, and you need to figure out how to manage it like a pill. These pills they give you to manage your diseases that they say, your mental diseases, are just chemicals to help you. But if you're going to become reliant on these chemicals instead of just finding something that can build these chemicals in real life. Right? So if you can find something that can build these chemicals that your brain needs in real life, then you'll be fine. I'm not going to relax the Melendi blood. So, for example, if you're depressed because you don't have enough serotonin, go to the gym, you feel good about yourself. If you're not confident about yourself, I see you, Jared. Good night. God bless. Guess what? You need to start looking at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself 10 good things about yourself. Change happens in 4 days. If you start a change of thought can happen in 4 days. If you start thinking differently, it takes 4 days for it to become a reality. I might be quoting this wrong. So if you start telling yourself, if you go in the mirror every day and tell 10 good things about yourself every single day, by 4 days, you start feeling happy when you do it. I'm trying not to cuss. Yeah, I think family friendly is more sellable too. I can still be funny, and be and have a little spice, you know. Um, you guys need to change the way you think and find something that can replace these chemicals that your brain lacks that everyone else already has. And you need to figure out what it is. And you need to treat it like just how you would treat it with taking medication. If you know that you're depressed and you lack serotonin in your brain, and you know running gives you serotonin, go on a run every day. Don't take a pill. And you guys can say, oh, you're bullshit. Well, I go through my own mental health, and I have a mom who is mentally ill, and I have to watch her swallow pills down just to be a mummy instead of her dealing with her problems, because the horrors are caused because she doesn't want to deal with her problems. It was definitely needed for me. So you need to deal with your problem. Don't be afraid to face your fears and face your problems, because if you just keep ignoring them, everyone says it's put in the back burner and just ignore it. No, don't face it. Literally just face it. If you feel anxious, if you feel anxiety, if you feel scared, face it. Obviously use logic. If he's a 6'4" and he about to beat you up, maybe you don't fight him, but maybe you fight him just to get a good feeling about it. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you. So many people are just so down. They're just like, think about it this way. If you tell yourself that you're nothing for 10 years straight, best believe if you're not depressed, dude, that's crazy. Right? Isn't that crazy? But if you tell yourself every day in the morning that you are a good person and that you do good things, and you constantly tell yourself that, trust me, you're going to be a good person. You're going to do good things. It's just how it works. People say it's called manifestation. It's just common sense. It's literally just common sense. 1 + 1 = 2. Everyone knows this. If you tell yourself negative things, you're going to be a negative person. If you tell yourself positive things, guess what? You're going to be a positive person. Imagine living 20 years, 30 years of your life, and you're being told you're shit by everyone, and you tell yourself the same thing. Well, guess what? You're probably a dog pile of poop, and you probably stink. Or you can accept that people are being mean to you, move on, and then tell yourself that you're good. Oh God, Justin, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming to stream, bro. All right, do you guys want any other stories, or are we just gonna chill? Should we play some Half Sword? I think I'm done talking. I talked a lot. I don't even know what stories to tell you guys. I went to a Juice WRLD concert. You guys want to hear that story? Thank you, Justin. All right, so it's crazy. So I actually got to go to a Juice WRLD concert. He just dropped. Justin is in it, but I forgot Justin was in it. To be honest, I'm not even trying to be a dickhead, Justin. I think that was the first time we ever met. I actually show up to the Juice WRLD concert late. So the night before, I stayed 3 hours away with my friend Saji. W Saji, he's actually a real motherfucker. And I went to a party that was in Central Washington, a college. And I wanted to go hang out with him for the weekend. But I knew I had the concert next day. I told him, bro, we need to leave. I got the concert. I slept in and messed it up. And so we left late. And he slept in too because we got a little bit messed up. The concert was at 8. We left at like 6. Oh no, like 4. And it was a 3-hour drive. And there was traffic. I didn't get there till 9, 10 o'clock. Right? Because I wanted to party the day before, and I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to go out 5 hours away to another place where I wasn't even driving, where I didn't have control over no time. But he got me there in time. I missed half the concert and I showed up. I was with my guy Manny, Tavon, Justin, from what I remember. We hanged out. It was a great concert. He played all of his oldies. I got all of his oldies. I didn't get a lot of his new album stuff. It was so cool. It was such a cool experience. And he almost didn't come too. I remember him telling that how he felt like he felt sick. That's really all I remember about it, to be honest. It was cool effects. One thing that I've never heard, and I don't think I ever hear it again. Do you know the song "Wasted" with Lil Uzi? Yeah, R.I.P. Juice. The song "Wasted" with Lil Uzi. He played that song without Lil Uzi. He had a version where Lil Uzi wasn't in it. I've never heard it, and I can never find a version. It was a great concert. I can't find it. It's nowhere to be found. But he played it. It was a Wasted without Lil Uzi, and honestly, is one of the best things I've ever heard in my life. He had an X tribute too, I think, and a Peep. I think he played an X song. I'm pretty sure, and a Peep song. I'm not 100% sure on the Peep though. I remember that. It was funny because I'm like 19, 20 at the time. Everyone there was just kids, bro. It was weird. We were just like the old dudes in the back that actually messed with his music, and everyone else was like 14, 15-year-olds. There wasn't no big bouncy booty Latinas. No, it was just 14, 15-year-olds. Crazy. Little kids. It was pretty packed too. Bro, you know the crazy thing about Juice WRLD? I found him and I thought he was a white dude. Not even joking, bro. I was on YouTube like trying to like just listen to music and let the next music play, and it played what it suggested. His song pulled up and I swear it was a white dude. It was Lucid Dreams. He just sounded like a white dude, bro. I swear to God he sounded white. But I was like, I knew it was Full House, yeah. I was like, dude, this guy gotta be white, bro. And then I actually like started to like the song and I liked it, and then I was like, oh, he dropped a music video for it, let me listen to it. And I listened to the music video, or like it was a music video or something that he had of another song. I don't know if that music video was out at the time. And I just remember like, dude, this dude black, and this is the best song I've ever heard in my life. Lucid Dreams, hearing it for the first time, I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it, I listened it through, but that fourth, fifth, sixth time, once he recognized that it's a good song, that song is the best song ever. Because when you're listening to hard rap all the time and you start listening to some sad shit, you start to be like, damn, bro, why am I listening to this sad shit? So from there, I discovered his EP that he dropped, his first EP, and I listened to all of that. And then not even a month later, he dropped All Girls Are the Same. Not even a month after that, he dropped a whole album. Not Death Race for Love. It's the one with the blue car. What is it called? No, I'm not reacting to World Cup finals. What is that album called? The one with the blue car. Goodbye and Good Riddance. He dropped that, and that's right when I started listening to him. Literally just dropped that, and then he drops his little album with Future, which I love too. Right, like shortly after that. I swear, it might have been the Future one. Might have been later. No way, man. He put you on. That's actually fire. Hopefully, you didn't get in trouble. That's actually gas. Do you guys remember your first time listening to Juice WRLD? I found him on YouTube. The song I didn't even have 1 million views at the time. But ever since I was a fan. When you were 9, you're 6? Yeah, that makes sense. I like X. Well, chill. You've been here this whole time. W. X, I got put on for someone at school. I would not lick nobody's butt. Um, X, I don't remember the first time I listened to X. I think it was because X had a lot of bad publicity about him beating people up and stuff. And so like I just like one day decided to listen to his music and I thought it was butt. But then I started listening to it more and I'm like, bro, his stuff is good. And it really put me on because I was listening to Trippie Redd at the time. You got put on in 2019. So I got put on in 2016. You cried for X in the shower? Bro, I was sad about X too. Bro, 2016. I don't even think like he literally had nothing dropped, bro. It was just Lucid Dreams and his little EP he had with like Sticks and Stones. Michael put you on X after he passed. I was upset. I got a tattoo for Juice. Um, X was very woke, like woke, not like today's woke. Like today's woke is like I'm so woke. I love everybody. Woke back in our day was like people who understood reality. Like being woke was your understanding reality and how reality really is. I so one thing X was really big on was this reality, bro. Laws of power. He's really big on the laws of the universe. I mean, I remember SoundCloud, bro. Yeah, he did. That's a metaphor though. I can say I met the devil before. I can say I met the devil before. Coming face to face with him, but that doesn't mean that I worship him. Usually meeting the devil means that you faced him, that you won, you walked away alive. Meeting the devil is coming close to hell, death. You walked away from it. I remember my Tavon put me on Cardi though. I put him on Juice, I think. But I mean, Nate always tells me that Keandre put everyone on Juice, but I swear it was me. He probably did know he's gonna die. The devil's not gonna tell you that. Metaphor means you're coming. It's a metaphor, bro. I'm not a big Cardi fan either. I mean, his old stuff was kind of cool. He's a real vibe when you're around people that like him, but when you're alone, bro, he's kind of. His music gives me a bad vibe and energy, so I don't really listen to it. Like it just gives me a bad vibe. I'll listen to him. Another thing about mental health is if you listen to good music, it actually helps your mental health. So you listen to positive, uplifting stuff, it actually makes your mental health better. Bro, Joe, you might be acoustic, bro. Like you severely acoustic, my dog. Honestly, bro, for a moment in time, I couldn't listen to Juice because he just made me so depressed. Because the music is very sad. But like, I can't listen to it on a daily because his music makes me sad. But I'll listen to it every once in a while. I'll listen to when they drop new stuff. I'll listen to it. I listen to all like I used to listen to all of his music, bro. Yeah, his hype stuff was fire. Thanks you, Justin. I appreciate that. It's funny because Death Race to Love is when I put my other homies on. You crashed on your scooter? You got a scooter? Hollow Knight, never played it. Bobbing that unreleased Juice. You know, me and Justin got the same car, bro. It's actually kind of fire. It's actually gas. I chat. I think Justin's car is faster than mine though. What year Lancer do you have, bro? Right, it don't make you cool. That's why I don't rap about guns no more, because it don't make me cool. Well, once I get more viewers, I'll go to longer streams. But guys, I work so much, bro. 2008, yeah, his stuff's faster than mine. And nicer. Mine's 2016. The 2-hour streams are great, but I don't get numbers, and numbers are gonna help me go farther. I need to also start clipping to help too. What's the best year ever? Now, I don't even know what my best year ever. I think this is my biggest year for streaming though. No, I feel you, Justin. I think I got a cold air tank in mine. That's it. But mine's a stick shift, so I can go. You know, it's fun to drive. Lancers are heavy too, bro. The new one, the mine is. I think yours is like way lower to the ground, bro. I don't know. I think your best year should be always be forward. Like you can't be living in the past. Like I've had some good years. (2018) that's W year. Hey, I can show you how to drive stick. It's not that hard. I'll let you drive my car too. Stick's fun. It gets annoying though. I wish I had an automatic after years of driving stick. And honestly, I think I messed my car up, to be honest, because I don't even think I do my clutch all right. And I don't do a lot of the fancy stuff. Like, I don't downshift. Downshift is actually bad for your clutch. But, like, I don't do the rev matches or anything. I don't even got a fast car, bro. I just drive it. I just put it into gear, put it down to gear. I drive in power sometimes. Sometimes I decide not to. Bro, yeah, it'd be funny when I drive my girl's car because she has an automatic. I'd be hitting the imaginary clutch, and it'd be weird because your foot just free falls in the air, and you're like, damn. All right, see you guys. Hey, big stream coming tomorrow. Big stream coming tomorrow. I have a beach day plan. But W, guys.